this. All right. My name is Jennifer Woolsey, and I'm a local Avon representative, and welcome to Get Ready with Me. I'm a little bit late. I worked out again this morning, and I'm just now getting dressed for the day. So, got to put those fitness goals in place to be able to be a healthier me. So whenever you guys hop on, say hello, let me know that you're here, and I'm going to jump into getting ready. So I have lots of exciting stuff to get done today. Growing myself, making some changes, so not only health-wise, but mentally. So excited about that. And I'm just excited to share with you. It's been so long. So I've already done my skincare regimen. I'm doing my dual elixir, and I'm using Vitel Day Cream because it has an SPF 25. It's also a great moisturizer. But I've noticed that I'm starting to have some sunspots come up. So I don't think that I have been using sunscreen like I should. Also using my Face Perfector, which has an SPF 20 in it. So I'm like getting some 25 and then some 20, and hopefully get my face protected, fill in those pores, crevices, all that good stuff we got going on here. So that is what I feel like. Okay, I feel like I've got some darkness going on under this eye here. Not sure what's going on. Didn't maybe get all my eye makeup off. Surprise. Okay, so I'm also excited. I'm going to be using our new Magix tint. I've got shade light and nude or fair, and I've kind of been going back and forth. I feel like the light's a little bit darker, so it's going to be perfect for whenever I get hopefully a tan, maybe. So I'm going to go with the fair today. It's really very simple to use. You can do it a couple of different ways. You can use a makeup brush, or you can use like a applicator. I've been using my applicator more for like my concealer lately. Just patting it in rather than, rubbing it in, or, so trying to go away from the streaks. So I wet my applicator, see how much bigger it gets. And whenever you do that, it doesn't tend to soak up as much of your product. So that's a great thing. Anyway, I'm going to apply the tint to my hand. I've got to dry it off though. To my hand, I'm just going to put a little dabber, and go in with my makeup brush. Just blot it on. And you can see this is a really light coverage. It's really made to really just give your face a little bit of a tint. It's also very moisturizing. So if you tend to have dry skin, I'm noticing that it's definitely helping with the dry skin issues that I have, which is great. And I use circular motion somewhat. I'm not an expert at using the makeup brush, sorry. So it also has a blurring effect, so it's supposed to be like an airbrush type effect. Okay, so I think I've got it in good to my skin. I'm going to do just a little bit more on the bottom. I don't feel like I got, and the cool thing is, I'll show you after I do this. I know that this is a perfect match for me because on my hand, after I've dabbed it off, I can't really even tell where it was. So that way it doesn't look like you've got a lot of makeup caked on. It's just more of the kind of a tint, just to help with those blemishes and moisturize and all that good stuff. So, okay, I'll show y'all. I tend to get like lines around my mouth. You can't even tell, I don't know if that light's the best, where it was on my hand. So it just kind of blends in. All right, so we got the Magix Face Perfector, or Magix Tint, sorry, on. I'm gonna go in now with my concealer. I am using light or fair on the concealer. You really should go 2 shades lighter than your normal foundation. I did not do that. Did not do that whenever I upgraded to the Magix Face Perfector. So we're just going to make it work. So I've drawn triangular motions under my eye, and that is mainly to pull the light away from my bags, because I have been bad about treating my bags the way I should. And so we're going to put a little bit of extra concealer on there. See? And you can also take, like if you tend to have some lines here, and even here, and use that concealer just to kind of help with those stubborn lines, just to lighten those creases. Okay, lovely, lovely. So I'm excited to talk to you guys today. For those of you that don't know, I'm a huge fan of Rachel Hollis. Like, she is just very inspirational to me. I love that. I'm going in with a dark brown eye pencil. This is a Glimmer Stick. I'm very inspired by women that are making things happen in the world today and that are lifting other women up instead of tearing them down, and really just being a voice for women. And that's what she is. And so I'm in the middle of reading the book Girl Stop Apologizing. If y'all have not, I finished her first book, Girl Wash Your Face, which is awesome. But Girl Stop Apologizing has really been very, I don't know what my dogs are barking at, has been really inspirational to me. And today they were talking about I've like broken this, so about not asking I'm in the book club, so not asking for permission to be successful. And I think for us as women, so often what that dog is barking about. Welcome to real life. So often as women, I think that we tend to ask for permission to do the things that our heart desires. I'm going in with my translucent loose powder. I'm just going to pat it in. I do this even with the tint just because I like a matte finish. And a translucent powder will give you kind of a matte finish. I always bring it down on my neck. I used to hate, when I was younger, I felt like I always had makeup lines. I'm not a fan of makeup lines. So I always tend to blend down to my neck area. I'm sorry, guys. I really don't know what she's barking at. Probably a bird or a dog or something outside the door. Okay. So that's a little bit of translucent powder, and it just sets. I like that matte finish, and it kind of gives you a set on your foundation. I also tend to have a little bit of an oily skin, so I like to put a little bit of a loose setting powder just to keep that at bay. Okay, next let's do eyeshadow. Okay, I think I'm going to use my, I don't know what those dogs are doing in there. I'm going to use my heart-shaped eyeshadow palette from Avon. I'm loving these neutral colors, so I'm all about neutrals. Anyway, in the book club, we were talking about today, not asking for permission to be successful. There's not a man in our lives that has probably ever felt like he was stifled when he wanted to do something for growth, whether it be self-development, reading books, growing in his walk with Christ, or, growing a business, coaching a team. But so often as women, and I just went in with that neutral and covered my entire base of my eye. So often as women, we find ourselves being criticized because I'm going to go in with this middle color and work on my crease. We're supposed to be the homemakers, right? We're supposed to be the ones at home, taking care of the house, taking care of the kids, the laundry. That's our job. And so, men are usually encouraged to be go-getters, to make a change. But if a woman dares step out and do it, sometimes we're criticized for that. And maybe not. In your family, you may be blessed with family members that are like, yeah, go for it. But I have found in my family that's not always the case. And sometimes with my friends that, they love me and they support me. However, and then I went in with that darker color and I just covered that bottom part. I just kind of blended that in with that crease. I wear glasses, so I go a little bit darker on the eyes. And then I'm going to come back with this lighter shade, and I'm going to bring it in this part. I just like this. I don't know if it really reflects the light like they say it does. I like it, so I do it. Anyway, so it's become kind of a passion for me to speak out and to really voice that for women that, you don't have to ask anyone for permission to be successful. You don't have to ask anyone for permission to reach for your dreams. I mean, if you want to go back to school and be a teacher, then go back to school and be a teacher. If you want to start your own small business and be a beauty boss, then start your own business and be a beauty boss. Whatever your heart desires. Okay, I'm going to use my iconic blush palette. Now I'm blending this brown with a little bit of pink just to put a little rosy on my cheeks. But stop worrying about, asking, what are your friends going to think? What is your family going to think? What are your in-laws going to think? Doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. What matters is that you're giving yourself permission to be successful. And so in a world where men are, and I'm not hating on men, like I love my husband. I'm raising 2 amazing young men. But I just think that this is more a stereotype that we as women are stifled with, in that, on point eyeliner. Sorry, I get to talking. I forget to tell you what I'm doing. But, we are told that it's not okay to go for your dreams, to chase your dreams. You need to be at home. You need to be taking care of the kids. You need to be the wife. And it's okay. It is totally okay for you to have goals and dreams and to ask for help with your kids. It's okay to not be home every waking hour that your children are. It's okay to go back to school, to, work hard at a job. It's okay to do things that other people in society may tell you that it's not. Now, of course, you don't want to go do nothing crazy. Like, don't go out partying and leaving your kids at home and all hours of the night and stuff like that. I mean, but really, when you're talking about, I'm going to curl these lashes. When you're talking about going after things that your heart desires, I feel like we were all implanted with a seed of something, whatever it is. If it's, sorry, I had some eyeliner on my face. Maybe you want to be a quilter. Maybe that's your jam. Then be a quilter. If you want to be a construction worker and build stuff. I have a girlfriend that she can paint and refinish any piece of furniture that my dog just opened the door. Any piece of furniture that you have ever seen. And she is amazing at it. I mean, she can use saws and drills and she's like multi-talented. And I'm like, that's not my jam. I have a friend that is redoing her whole floors in her house. And she's like, you can come help. I'm like, no, I pay people to do that. I work hard at my dreams so I can pay people to do that kind of stuff. Because that is not my gifting. It's not my jam. I'm proud of her for doing it. But, I think that we just need to figure out what our lane is and go for it. Quit holding yourself back based on other people's opinions. Because here's what I know. Love mascara. Other people's opinions do not pay your bills. Other people's opinions do not fill the desires of your heart. If God has put a dream in your heart, if you want to be the top person in your company, then do it. The only person that holds you back is you. And you allowing other people to speak their truth into your life. Just because that's someone's opinion, it doesn't mean it has to be your truth for your life unless unless you take that on. So, this book club is just really I'm loving it. I'm really loving that, it's like giving yourself permission to go after the things that you want and not feel guilty. Like, mom guilt is definitely something that I struggle with because I'm a very driven person. I have lots of goals and dreams for my family and for myself. And sometimes that takes me away from being, always accessible to my kids. Even though a lot of my dreams and goals I do so that I can be accessible for my kids, sometimes it takes me away. And so I struggle with that guilt of, are you really serving your kids if you are off, doing whatever your goal or your dream is? And the truth of the matter is, when I'm a happy mama, my kids are happier. When I am fueled and I am, feeling successful and achieving my goals and dreams, then my kids are happier. So, I just think that as women, we have to get to this point where we realize that it's not up to other people whether we're going to be successful in life. It's not up to other people if you're going to chase your goals and dreams. That's really a decision that you have to make. And I just quit letting other people put their opinions on you and make you feel bad. Good morning, Rebecca. Hi. And go for it. Go for it today. Quit sitting back and letting everything else in the world take over your plans. Like, quit letting people put their plans in front of yours. That's something I'm really bad about, and I've talked about that on live feed before, but I'm horrible about when somebody needs something, help, at the church, or, help babysitting or whatever. I'm bad about putting the things I have on my calendar on the back burner to be able to take care of those things for those people, because I love people. I'm a giver. I want to take care of people. Like, that's my nature. But then I realized when I stepped back that, if I would have accomplished this task that I needed to during that time that I had scheduled for myself, I would be further ahead in my goals. So of course you still have to love people. You still have to help people, but really quit. I challenge you to quit letting other people's priorities go before your own and letting other people's opinions dictate what you can do in your future. So I'm going to go in. This is a dark, not sure that is my color, but I kind of like it. I mean, I'm not going to go in and sit here dark with it. What do we think? I don't know. I don't really know if that's my color, but it is pretty. It is an iconic lipstick in Wine Kisses. Somebody that loves bold lip, that would definitely rock for them. So I may tone that down. You can always tone a lipstick down with a gloss. Let's see. Maybe we can tone it down just a little bit. But I guess that is key for my message today, right? Which is go out there and live boldly. So quit letting other people hold you back. Reach for your dreams. Do whatever your heart desires. And good evening color. Eva May says, yeah, hi, Eva May. I didn't know you were on. Yes, it's a good evening color, maybe for a night out. So let me let you look. I want you to see. Can you guys see the finish? That lipstick looks horrible. I gotta fix it. Can you see the finish on the Magix tint though? How it kind of has a blur to it. I am loving this Magix tint. It's only $8.99 and you can get it on my website, which is youravon.com/jwoolsey. And I think I've got to get out of here. I've got stuff to get done. So y'all have a fantastic day and we will see you later. Thanks for watching. Give me a share. Bye.